my name is Jessica.
And I'm Denise.
And we're
Homies in Retrograde.
Okay, everybody, welcome. Also, I started recording. Welcome back to our podcast. I feel like our first couple episodes, I was really preppy, and then slowly started getting indifferent.
Your true nature is coming out.
Oh my God, I know. It's like 9 months of dating this podcast.
Well, also we're hungry, so
I know, we just ordered food.
I can't expect you to be preppy when you're hungry. So, have you been keeping up with the
Kardashians? Yes.
I see what you did there, but actually, no, I haven't watched it, so do you want to catch me up?
Nothing. Courtney got engaged. It was pretty cute. Scott's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
He was there?
No, he was not there. Well, they were talking about him.
Okay. Honestly, I don't know if this is controversial, but I'm really, really over Courtney and Travis.
Why?
I don't know, I was really into them at first, but I think overexposure. He always has his tongue down my throat, and I probably sound like an old lady, but I don't want to see it anymore.
That is so funny. I think it's because I don't care because I don't really see them on social media. I don't follow any of them.
Mm-hmm.
So when stuff like that happens, I know it happens because it's on the internet, but I'm not seeing it all the time. Anyways, I only watch the Kardashians. Well, one, because I want to, and two, because I have nothing else to watch. I'm in between, the seasons. Most of my shows have ended. Some of my shows are starting.
Do we care about the Met Gala?
What about it?
Do you ever, look at the outfits or anything?
No. I do, but not by choice. It's just because, I
They're
stumble.
everywhere.
Yeah. And I think it's weird because the celebrities rarely ever follow the theme. They kind of just show up.
True. And for some reason that makes me really mad.
Yeah, like the Gilded Age. You don't know what the fuck that is? They were dressing up in late 1800s.
Ooh, something I did see. There was a lot of neon pink. So
that's not the Gilded Age.
No, of course not. But I'm gonna say color of summer.
Neon pink?
Yes.
It's like 6th grade.
I know, I love it.
Do you remember when there was that little bunny that would say really mean things? It was all over Hot Topic. It reminds me of that.
I had a little button that said, "My poop stinks," or "You stink like poop," something like that.
Oh my gosh, let's talk about the phases of Hot Topic. Like when they had "Jesus is my homeboy." Remember that? Everybody had it, and the one the belts that would say boobs or something. Do you remember that?
No.
It'd be hot pink.
Hot Topic was definitely a vibe. I definitely wanted to work there so bad, but I wasn't edgy enough.
Oh my God. Hot Topic used to be so cool. I used to go get my gauges there when I would stretch my earlobes all the time after school. Now it's just Anime Central. I mean, I love anime, but it's kind of weird with all the heavy metal music. And then it's all anime stuff.
But I'm not gonna lie. I mean, I haven't been to a Hot Topic in a long time, but walking into a Hot Topic as an adult, the nostalgia just washes over me,
It's so funny because they still have the black walls and the t-shirt wall.
Oh, it looks exactly the same.
Except with anime stuff.
I don't think it's ever changed. The setup.
Oh my gosh. When's the last time you were at a mall?
I hate going to the mall. I'll avoid it at all costs. I can't remember.
What was your mall in high school?
Galleria Mall.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
Ours was Meadows, but we used to always call it Ghettos. And it was so funny because back then Meadows was really popping. Now it's half dead.
I think most malls are half dead.
No, girl, not the ones in Texas.
I mean, here, the big ones, on the strip, I feel like those are still popping, but...
Yeah, Fashion Show.
Yeah, exactly. But other than that, no.
There's this big one. Well, the one in Converse is dead. That's the town outside of San Antonio my family lives in. The one in San Antonio, it's called North Star. It has a big boot in front of it. I went there one time, recently, the last time I went to Texas. I forget why. I think I was getting gifts. So I wanted to go there to get everything all at once. And that place is not dead. The Hot Topic there still sells emo stuff.
Really?
Yeah.
I mean, I will say the only time in my adult life that I end up at a mall is usually during Christmas.
Mhm.
Like, if there's a store that's only at the mall, then I have to go. But, oh my gosh, did you hear about the body they found in Lake Mead?
No.
You didn't hear about this?
Who was surprised about this?
Right? I'm surprised.
We all knew.
If you've ever been to Lake Mead.
It's a grimy. It's grimy out there.
Well, on the sad part, I mean, the body is a sad part, I guess, because,
Stop, yeah.
But the lake's drying up. We're not going to run out of water. But the lake's drying up, and that's why this body was found, because the water is receding, and they found a body in a barrel.
Nobody's surprised.
From the 80s or 70s.
Yeah, well.
There's probably going to be more popping up.
Oh, 100%. The mob used to own Vegas.
Exactly. Yeah.
I think, do you hate Lake Mead?
I haven't been to Lake Mead since I was like 10.
Me too. I think I hate it because I'm from a tropical island and Lake Mead is a disgrace to water.
For some reason, I feel like you're going to hurt its feelings.
Why?
Because lakes have feelings.
Thank you.
I'm just kidding. But, oh my gosh, what about Johnny Depp and Amber Heard? Have you been keeping up with that?
I'm confused because I only see the clips on YouTube, like the really short clips. That's how I consume TikTok media, via YouTube.
Do you watch like TikTok compilations?
No. You know they have like a TikTok system.
The shorts?
Yeah, the shorts. I just watch those and they come straight from TikTok.
That case is wild.
I don't know. Like, who do you believe?
I mean, it kind of seems like the general public is Team Depp, but that just makes me feel icky, because we're dismissing a woman that's saying she was abused, but
that woman's kind of wonky.
She's been contradicting herself and she's been caught lying, like the Milani thing.
What?
Okay, so her lawyer got up and was talking about how she was abused for, through their marriage, and that for years she had to carry a color corrector in her purse, like makeup, and she pulls it out. The lawyer pulls it out and is like, she's been carrying this for years to cover up the abuse. Milani came with the receipts, the brand of makeup, and they posted a TikTok about how that compact didn't come out until 2017, and everything they're in court for happened from 2013 to 16 or something like that.
They were together that long?
I don't know.
I don't remember
the timeline exactly, yeah, that's all I got on that.
It's just too crazy. I think Amber Heard's lawyers are definitely inept. I think that's the funniest part to me.
Yeah.
I like when there's one short that I watched where he asked a question and then immediately when the witness was going to answer, he goes, objection, hearsay. I was like, what the fuck?
Like you asked the question.
I know. I was like, what the fuck is going on? This is like clownery.
I feel like I could do a better job at being her lawyer.
PowerPoint.
But I'd probably be like, he's Edward Scissorhands. He's not guilty. I mean, I don't know if that's how it works, but oh my gosh, how have we not talked about the big one?
What big one?
Abortion rights.
Oh my gosh, it's exhausting.
Which is pretty ironic. Is that the word? We were talking about feminism last time.
Well, it didn't happen until our break in between podcasts.
Yeah, but basically it looks like Roe versus Wade's going to get overturned. And we're losing our right to abortion. Well,
they're giving the states the right to choose. My problem is not abortion itself or people that are pro-life. People have opinions, whatever. And my problem is the government thinking they have the right to tell me that I can't do something. That's insane to me. You didn't give me the body. Who are you to say that I should do anything with it? Especially if something's inside of me. You know what I mean?
Yeah. I know. It's pretty wild. So, see where that goes. It's going to be a fun summer.
Do you ever think, we've had the right for abortions for, decades, right? So the fact that it comes, they're like, we're not really into abortions anymore, the government, after like we've been kind of teetering with like conflict with Russia. They're like, all of a sudden they're like, we might need extra people around.
Oh my gosh.
Do you ever think about that?
That's what's happening? No, I hadn't.
Well, I mean, there's always bigger things at play, you know?
You're scaring me.
But also, I don't think the pro-life people, to comment on that, I think the government honestly doesn't fucking care.
Yeah.
The politicians are just pretending to be something they're not really, because they're all trying to get voted in. But pro-life people, I always say this, I don't think they realize that, like, they only care that the kid is born. They don't give a fuck about what happens to the kid after it's born. Like, so say you're 16 years old, 16, 15, whatever, and you have a kid, and your parents are not in the best financial situation. They can't really help you out. So you kind of resent this kid, and the person you had the kid with just kind of fucks off.
You don't.
Yeah. And as a kid, you're going to grow up, and you're probably going to be a little bit resented or really resented, and you're going to feel unloved, and then you're going to grow up, and you're going to become, I don't know, an angry person, you know, who knows?
Yeah, and I mean, I think pro-life people always think of that scenario where, you know, girls or women are having premarital sex and that's why they're having abortions. But, you know, there's lots of cases where, you know, if you're 45 and you're done having kids and you randomly get pregnant, like, you should have the choice, you know, like, I don't know, or so many other situations, but it's just sad.
Yeah, it just blows my mind. The government thinks they can tell you what to do. People being pro-life, I don't even care because that's your opinion. I have my own opinion. But the government stepping in, like, isn't church and state, isn't that supposed to be separated?
Oh my God, yes. That's where, like, I don't understand.
I know. I can murder a fucking cow. I can go outside and murder a cow. We're all good. I could go to fucking does this blow your mind? I could go to PetSmart, buy a hamster, walk out of PetSmart, throw the hamster against the wall, and I won't go to jail.
What about animal cruelty?
We'll
get a fine, maybe?
Not if anybody sees me. But I can't. Something smaller than that hamster. No. Can't get it out of me.
Oh.
Illegal. You know what's going to happen? People are going to do it anyways. When my grandma was 16, she just fell down some stairs. That was her abortion.
Like,
on purpose.
On purpose?
Mm-hmm.
I know a girl in high school who played tackle football because she was pregnant and she thought it would.
And it didn't?
No.
Nobody would tackle her, I bet.
I don't remember, but no, it did not work.
Oh my God. And little girls, you know what I mean? You have to have a net for fault because they're children, basically. They're children in adult bodies, teenagers. And they're going to fuck up, and something like that's going to happen. And are you, not to say that it's going to ruin everybody's life, but it's going to ruin the majority of their lives if you're like, okay, now you have this kid.
I know. I mean, it's babies having babies, and
it's wild out there.
Yes. So in conclusion, times are wild.
Times are too wild. You ever go to Mars or no?
To where?
Would you ever go to Mars?
Yeah.
You can't come back.
I would. I've thought about this before.
Oh my God, shut up.
First time. So here's my plan. If I get to old age and I'm like 80 and I'm like, I'm good, I've had a good run, then yes, I'll go to Mars and stay there. But I'm not going to go right now. I'm good. Are you texting right now?
No, I'm checking our Grubhub. I'm seeing who's picking it up. It's a girl named Denny Slav. Oh no, is that a girl? That's a dude. I don't know. They can message me. I'm so sorry. Okay. I'm back. Would I go to Mars? Absolutely not. That's a trick.
I mean, why isn't Elon Musk going to Mars?
You know why?
Why?
It's a trick. They're trying to get poor people to go to fucking Mars.
Poor people can't afford to go to Mars?
No, they're trying to send them to live there. You know how Elon...
like experimentally?
Yeah.
That's wild. Oh my God. What times are we living in? I hate it.
I'm sure they were thinking the same thing in like the 70s and 60s.
You think?
Definitely.
Oh my gosh.
Anyways, it's wild. I would go to protest if, it wasn't so fucking hot in Vegas, It is. It's hot in Vegas. Can we talk about how recently, like yesterday, it's been the hottest day so far this year?
But do
you think so?
It was only like 90, but it felt so hot.
Because it hasn't been 90 in forever. In Vegas, it gets up to like 110.
More.
Yeah.
Last summer it was like 115, 118 one day.
Oh, yeah.
So that's fun.
Basically, we don't go outside. I was fucking cutting a tree yesterday in the middle of the night because the sun doesn't go down until 7:15. So I didn't start cutting the tree till 7:30, and I was basically cutting the tree until 12 o'clock at night because I refuse to be outside when the sun's here.
Is there food here?
No, they're coming. I got my eyes on them. Don't worry.
So,
anything else? How have you been mentally?
Mentally, I've been pretty good. I think I'm out of my latest depressive episode, so that's nice.
That is nice.
Me and my homegirl, Sabrina, my therapist.
I thought you met your other friend besides me.
Oh, no. This is...
Well, now your therapist is your homegirl?
I know. Can I count my therapist as my friend?
I don't know. You pay her.
We talk all the time, weekly, and she gives me advice. Like, that's a friendship, is it not?
It is a friendship.
So, there we go. Now I have 3 friends.
That is beautiful. Oh, my order's on the way. Our order is on the way. Okay.
So, you want to get into it?
Yes. Okay, so this week our topic is Reddit.
The wonderful world of Reddit.
So, Denise, what is Reddit?
What is Reddit? Reddit is a magical place where, how do I explain this? Well, if you haven't been on Reddit, basically anything you can think of, any hobby, any celebrity, like anything, there's a subreddit for it.
True.
Right? From really normal everyday things like art or space or literature to some really, really
fucked
odd
up
things. Like
really fucked up things.
Yes. Basically anything. If you can think it's on
there.
Reddit. Yes. I probably started using Reddit like 2018, I would say.
Way before me.
Yeah. Well, my thing was that I wasn't on social media, but I wanted something to scroll, Like, I'm human.
And you didn't feel Reddit was that guilty?
No, well...
Because you don't know anybody.
Yeah, Reddit is anonymous. But it's also, like, it can be the worst, but it can also be pretty, like, educational when you need it to be. So that's what got me into it.
I think I had a Reddit account for a long time because when you Google stuff, Reddit always comes up. So I just had an account because I wanted to see more of like a thread that was going on. But I never had the app on my phone. I was never active on it until the pandemic.
Oh, yes.
And then I was like, okay, because the people I watch on YouTube, they all have Reddit. So I was like, what the fuck what's going on Reddit? Because I was never deep into it. And then one time I was talking to Denise, and she was telling me all about Reddit, and I was like, what the fuck? I need to get on Reddit. She said it's like super popping. So I got on Reddit, and I was like enthralled because I love knowing stuff. I'm super curious. And Reddit was like feeding me all kinds of shit, right? They throw like historical facts at you.
Yes.
They throw fucking crazy ass people. What's happening on the other side of the world? World news. Basically, it's all the best parts of social media put together. Because you get the news, like on Twitter. You get shorts from TikTok, from Threads. You get like educational videos from links from YouTube, all in like one place. So basically, I love Reddit.
Yeah. Any curiosity you have, you can find it on Reddit.
Or you can even like know what's happening in the world. Fuck.
Like during shutdown, do you remember this? They made an extra tab for quarantine, and people were just posting what they were doing in quarantine.
Oh, that was cool.
What a time.
Did I tell you when I was coming back and Vegas was still under lockdown? I was coming back pretty, like, maybe the fourth time after the pandemic started to cool down. I was already at work. The school was already open.
Mm-hmm.
And I'd come back from the airport, and the next day I went to work, and then my phone like gave me a notification that I might have been exposed to somebody with COVID on the plane. And I was already at work, and I was like, how the fuck does it know who I am and where I am? But I guess in Nevada, I might have given it permission to track me so that they could see all the cases of COVID.
That doesn't seem like something you would do.
Doesn't. But I think I might have. Who knows? Anyways, did I go to work? Yeah.
Oh my God.
I still went to work. I'm sorry. I had to make that money.
Make that money, honey. Girls gotta eat.
Yeah, basically, Reddit it has the best parts and the worst parts because you can really get sucked into Reddit.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I've had to delete it off my phone multiple times because I will spend hours just reading threads.
But isn't it so weird? Because, like, I don't follow people I know on Reddit.
No, neither do I.
It's true.
So, what are some of your favorite subreddits?
Oh my gosh. I think our first one is the same. One of my favorite subs is Am I the Asshole?
Yeah.
I love it.
That one's pretty popular.
Because it's so bizarre and hysterical. Like the situations people get themselves into. What's your first one?
Confessions. Actually, I think it's confession.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically people just confessing, but it's pretty wild. Like, you get people like, I got my teacher fired. I murdered a kid when I was 9.
Oh my God.
I robbed a bank. Like, anything you could think of. People, for some reason, just let it out.
I mean, I guess it's therapeutic, huh?
I guess so.
That sounds awesome. I gotta go on that one then. Because my second one is kind of like your first one. It's unsent letters.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of makes me sad sometimes. Because it's people that like have been heartbroken and stuff, or people have fucked them over. It's mostly that, but I love going through it because I'm so curious. Because I always think in my head that people don't feel the same way I do.
Mm-hmm.
But that's not true. I mean, so it shows me human emotion, you know? I always get weirded out. Do you ever notice this? Every time I leave Vegas, in Vegas, just so everybody knows, we don't make eye contact.
No.
We don't do that. We're not friendly. I mean, we're friendly, but you have to like be in a situation where it warrants conversation. People are not just waving at people. But every time I leave Vegas, like I was going to Florida the last time I left Vegas. And I was in the Nashville airport. And I was just buying chips. And the lady behind me, I turned around to grab something. And her eyes just met mine. And I was so like caught like a deer in headlights. I was like, what the fuck? So I made a face. Like, what the fuck are you looking at, bitch? I didn't mean it like that. I was just surprised.
I bet you scared her.
She scared me.
She started it.
Do you ever stare at people when you go out of Vegas? Like make eye contact?
No.
Because they do it to you. They do it to me all the time. They just look at me. They just won't. In Vegas, when you're staring at someone and they look at you, you look away. Okay?
Yeah.
In Texas and what I saw in Florida, people, they're staring at me and I look at them, they'll just gaze back into my eyes and it terrifies me.
And it's like a power move, you know? Whoever looks away first.
I kind of I don't know what to do with that.
Me neither.
I love it. Do you love friendly people outside of Vegas?
No.
Oh my God, Denise, what the fuck? But you're so friendly.
When I have to be, yes. I mean, yes, I think I am friendly, but, you know, that social anxiety creeps in. And if I can get through my day without talking to strangers, I would prefer that.
That is so insane. I mean, I don't go out of my way to talk to strangers, but I think it's more confusion on my part than awkwardness. I'm like confused as to why they're speaking to me. Like, I'm just standing in line. Why are you like, you know, people that stand in long lines, how they start like making a group, making a posse. I don't understand that. We have phones.
Yeah, I'd rather stare at my phone.
And then I'm like, oh God, now I have to entertain them. I have to put on an act. It's strange. What's your third one? Hold on, did I ask you your second one?
No.
Okay, what's your second one?
Just some good old-fashioned trashy. Never disappoints.
Oh, I didn't tell this person where to park.
Our food?
Yeah.
I'm sure they'll figure it out.
They're in the neighborhood. Okay, they stopped. Okay, I'm gonna give you guys a rundown on what's happening. It says that where you live is in a certain place, but that's not your house. But I put the unit number on here. So let's see. They're going in a circle around your neighborhood. I do that all the time. I basically have mapped out your neighborhood.
Do you want to go outside and like just jump up and down till they see us?
Do you want to? We can go find them.
You're gonna chase them down for your food?
Well, I told them to park. What if they call me?
Then you answer because I'm hungry.
Oh, I will. I will answer.
But have you ever been on Trashy?
No.
Pretty big one.
Okay, now we're recording. Are you ready?
Yeah.
Okay. So, our group. Yeah. So now I feel better. So I think we were on your second Reddit sub.
I'll just tell you, like, my favorites are, we talk about confessions, Trashy, and then my last one's Nature's Fucking Lit. Do you follow them?
Yeah.
I love Nature's Fucking Lit. But I will say, Nature's Fucking Lit gave me a fear that I never had before.
What?
Do you know what a shoe-built stork looks like?
Is that the one with the big mouth?
Yeah.
Then yes.
They terrify me, and that's where I found them.
You'll never see them unless you go to where they live.
I saw one at a museum. It snuck up on me.
A museum, so it was dead? It was stuffed?
Yeah.
That's crazy.
But those things terrify me. They look so creepy, don't they?
They look so cute.
You would say that. You're Slytherin, aren't you?
I am. You already knew this.
I knew it.
Okay, so my favorites to reiterate are Am I the Asshole, Unsent Letters, and Abrupt Chaos. Unsent Letters, I just like it because it makes me know that other people have feelings, you know?
Mm-hmm.
And other people fuck other people over. Basically, it's just all the people that have been fucked over. I kind of love it.
Just commiserating.
Yeah. Hey, maybe that's why I like it, because they commiserate, and I'm like, okay, I can get on this. And then abrupt chaos, I just love it because it's fucking insane.
Do you follow any, like, lesser-known subreddits?
Yes. The lesser-known ones, my favorite ones are I Took Too Much, which is like a drug-related one. I think you might have told me about it.
You know, there's also one that's called Took Just Enough.
No.
That's my favorite.
Was it better than I Took Too Much?
No. It's happier.
Aw.
Because it's people just vibing, you know?
Yeah, and then I like Subway Creatures, which is, we don't have a Subway in Vegas, so it blows my fucking mind when I see people on public transport, like, freaking the fuck out.
Yeah.
Like, oh, my favorite one was when this dude, he had, like, I think he was drunk or high. He had, like, a mannequin, and him and the mannequin were having a fight. Like, the mannequin, I think he thought it was his girlfriend. Maybe this is mental health. This is fucked up. Anyways, he thought the mannequin was his girlfriend, and he was cussing her out in the middle of fucking Subway. And I think it was, like, it had to have been in a big city, because these people were fucking, like, ignoring.
Sorry about that.
Ignoring the hell out of what was happening. They were like, nope, not today.
Sorry, my dog, my child.
No, he's not happy with you.
No, I don't know what he wants. He usually lays here. Okay, just ignore him. That's the kind of mother I'm going to be. Anyway, Did you tell me all three?
Oh, no. The last one is Wow, This Sub Exists, which are the lesser known subs that are super fucking weird. Like there's one, I think one of the most popular ones is Look at This Person Lick a Tree.
What?
It's a subreddit of just people licking trees.
Do you mind?
Your dog is like making a nest. He's not happy. He's not happy.
Well, too bad. Sorry about my child. I've never heard of that one. Have you heard of trees sucking on things?
No. What the fuck is that?
It's literally when trees, you know how if you put a tree... Why are you obsessed with Jessica?
Here. You can smell me.
It's basically like when trees grow around stuff, it looks like they're sucking on it.
Aww.
There's also bread stapled to trees. That's a subreddit.
That's fucking weird.
Just pictures of bread.
What a waste of bread.
Trees. Right?
What about you? You have any subreddits?
My favorite one has to be witches versus patriarchy.
Oh, yeah. We're both on that one.
It was pretty small when I joined it, but it's grown quite a bit. But you're a witch against patriarchy? You should. And then another one I like are, these aren't that like small anymore. But have you ever been on Birds Aren't Real?
Yeah, I have.
I love Birds Aren't Real. So basically it's a conspiracy that birds aren't real. They're just government drones used to spy on us.
Since the beginning of time.
Yes. There's also one about dolphins. That dolphins are government
spies?
Mm-hmm.
It's fucking insane.
My last one is influencers in the wild.
I have heard about that one, but I don't think I see anything from it too often.
I love it. It's literally just people recording TikToks. But I just love to see it because it looks so awkward.
Oh, what about the Instagram versus reality?
That's a good one.
That is a good one.
Yep.
Oh, if you're not an Instagram versus reality and you look at like any social media and you feel like shit, definitely go on that subreddit. Because it just kind of shows how people are so awful at editing or how obvious they make it. Like, the Kardashians are constantly on there, and even Kim is like the profile pic. And you would think they have people that can professionally Photoshop for them, but I think they just take it upon themselves to just like, you know, edit their photos. And it's very obvious that they like make their butts bigger or make some certain parts smaller. Your dog is in love with me.
I know. That or he wants to murder you because he is just staring at you.
I'm sorry. Okay.
Anyway, so, okay. Can I ask you a question?
Go ahead.
Have you watched Everything Everywhere All at Once?
No, I'm going to go tomorrow.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
You better.
I will.
I watched Severance for you.
I'm going to go. I just have been busy.
Okay, it's just, I really want to talk about the subreddit shifting realities.
Mm-hmm.
And it kind of goes with the movie. So.
Yeah, well, I've always been interested in the movie since like the trailer dropped. Mm-hmm. But it's just that, you know, it's fucking 2022, bitch. Why isn't it on a streaming service? I don't want it. The closest movie theater to me is actually, I don't think I should say, huh?
Probably not.
Anyways, it's a movie theater that's not a part of the
casinos.
No, it's a casino, but it's not a part of the, you know, neighborhood casinos. What are those called? The station casinos. The station casinos. It's not a part of one of the station casinos, so it's kind of out there.
Okay, well.
Last time I went to this movie theater, I was telling Denise, my brother went to the bathroom and I was waiting outside after the movie. First of all, the movie theater was like so dirty. It was still full of popcorn, but I kind of loved it. It was kind of like grungy. Yeah. And then my brother went to the bathroom and I was waiting outside and I could hear people talking really loud. And I was like, what the fuck is happening? My brother came out and he goes, there's a dog in there. There's just a Shih Tzu wandering around. And I went, oh my God, this is my dream.
Oh my gosh. Did you bring your
Shih Tzu? No. But now that I know dogs are allowed in the movie theater, you know, I just might.
Well, I don't think they are allowed, but
also that casino was so neighborhood. If you're not from Vegas, neighborhood casinos are just everybody has a neighborhood casino, but
I never thought about that. That's a Vegas thing.
yeah, every neighborhood has a neighborhood casino.
Mm-hmm.
I'm in between two, but the one that is not a part of the station's casino is usually neighborhood casinos are super full, you know?
Mm-hmm.
It's popping. There's like bowling. People go there to like, people in Vegas, they like to gamble on the weekends. Not me, but actually I've gone out with you to gamble. And really we were just talking shit and just like wasting our money.
Yeah, because I never win.
Yeah, me either. I've never won. But this particular neighborhood casino, because it's not a part of the stations, is so fucking empty.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they don't have a bowling alley. They don't have an arcade like the other ones. There's no ice skating rink. It's like basically a movie theater and a casino, and it's a hotel, and that's it. So it's one of the boring ones.
But that's where you're going to go tomorrow?
Fuck yeah. Nobody's going to go there. It's fucking ghost town over there.
Okay, well.
Should we talk about our favorite casinos? Or no, should we move
I
on?
don't think they have a favorite casino. You do?
Yeah.
What's your favorite
To
casino?
stay at? Not to gamble. I don't gamble. My favorite casino to stay at is probably the M. Because I stayed there before and it was fucking awesome.
I've never been to the M.
Well, it's fucking super far away.
It's out there.
Yeah. Well, from us. I don't know if I should say that, but it's on the other side of town. But I have gone there.
I've never been there.
Because
I wanted to go to a Kesha concert with you there.
Oh, please.
Did it. They were like $10 Kesha tickets.
I know. It's one of the biggest regrets of my life. It's when she came out with that like poppin' ass album. What was it called?
Oh, I forgot, but it was like right after she came out and said Dr. Luke like assaulted her and stuff.
And she came out with the album after that.
Mm-hmm.
Fuck, we should have went to that Kesha concert.
Yeah, we should have.
Oh, sorry.
Anyway, we can just join Kesha's subreddit. Actually, no, because the thing about Reddit is any female artist that has a subreddit, it's full of pervs.
Oh my gosh.
And they just post like close-up shots of their...
Have you ever gone to the pervy side of Reddit?
Oh, yeah. I mean, out of curiosity. Yes.
Oh, of course, please. You know, artistic research.
Not safe for work warning. You've gone on the not safe for work side of Reddit?
Oh, of course.
Have you seen Sharpie butts?
No.
It's just people posting pictures of how many Sharpies they can fit in their butt.
Stop.
I'm not kidding.
And you know what's fucked up? I'm going to go look at that up.
Of course you are. There's also a subreddit where people just Photoshop human penises on birds.
Oh my god. Stop. I can't. This is too much for me. It's so weird. It's so bizarre.
So top of that, what do you got from the weird side of Reddit?
No, really just pervy stuff. Like I know there's this one where people just take clips of like celebrities when they're naked in movies. Mm-hmm. It's just one full subreddit of that. Yeah.
I mean, you got your, just the normal pervy things, but the ones that really get my attention are like the out there ones.
Have you ever seen the ones where, I forget what it's called, where they replace a celebrity, they put a celebrity's face on a porn star, so it looks like
God,
them.
No.
I forget what it's called. It's called something. So it looks like them fucking, or it looks like they're nudes, but it's somebody else.
It's so weird.
Oh, deep fakes. That's what it's called. Deep fakes.
Oh, those are weird.
Yeah. So, man, if I was a celebrity, I would just send out my nudes because I'd be like, oh, deep fake, deep fake.
I wonder if there's a deep fake subreddit.
Oh, for sure. There has to be, right?
There is, but it has deep fake safe for work.
Oh, safe for work?
Yeah, actually, a pervy one did not pop up.
Oh, do you have your own set for, like, not pervy stuff?
Well, right now I'm not signed in.
What do you think about Jack Harlow?
I know nothing about Jack Harlow.
He makes that song called What's Poppin'.
Can you sing it for us?
Stop. I can't sing it for you. It's too much. Actually, I can. The chorus is, what's poppin'?
What the fuck am I watching, Jessica?
Oh my god, hold on, what? I just saw a banana in somebody's mouth.
It's deep fakes. A Titanic book.
Oh my god. Yeah, see, they can go around their faces. It's just their mouth. It's just their mouths are moving.
You did Kathy Bates so dirty. But see, that's the thing about Reddit. It's a lot of visuals. It doesn't translate well.
It doesn't.
So can I tell you about shifting realities now?
You sure fucking can. Okay, I'm gonna move my notebook.
Okay, so shifting realities is, I came across it because I was like looking into like lucid dreaming.
Have you ever lucid dreamed?
No, I never even tried.
Do you want to?
I mean, I was curious. That's why I was like reading about it. But then I read that sometimes on your way to lucid dreaming, you see shadow people.
Oh, fuck off.
And I was like, no, I'm out. And people are like, oh, it's just your brain, you know, trying to make sense. It's not anything paranormal, but I still don't want to see shadow people. Like,
who wants to fucking see? Okay, now we're going off because now I want to tell you other stuff about dreaming. Okay, before we get into whatever the verse that's happening is happening. So I always tell you, I think I do, I don't know if you remember, that I don't really ever dream. Like, I can't remember my dreams, but I'm sure like everybody dreams, right? But I do have, like recently I have strong emotions when I'm dreaming. Like I can feel like I go through moods really fast or feelings. Mm-hmm. And I remember the feeling when I wake up, like, oh, I was sad, I was depressed. I felt like overwhelmed. But I can't remember if what I was dreaming. I just know I had these feelings. Because I don't think I'm like in REM, like deep sleep when it's happening. So I'm still conscious enough to feel it, but I can't remember my dreams. And that happens to me a lot.
And you just wake up with the feeling?
The feelings, yeah. So it's like a lot of feelings all throughout the night. And I'm not in a deep sleep because I can remember everything. And I'm conscious enough to like, I know the temperature of my room, right? Mm-hmm. So I wonder what that is.
Do you ever remember your dreams? Like sometimes?
Yeah, sometimes, because I write them down.
Okay, because like I have like freaking like docu-series, like seasons of dreams. I remember everything, but like my husband never remembers anything. So I wonder why, like some people do, some people don't.
I think it's how much they like affect you. What are your dreams about?
I mean, random ass, weird ass stuff most of the time.
Oh my gosh.
The last dream I remember I was back in school.
Oh, terrifying already.
Yeah, I was back in school, but I was my age. And everyone was treating me like I was 13, but I was me.
Right oh my now. God.
So you break that down for me.
Do you feel like you have to go back in time to fix something?
Don't we all?
I don't want to go back.
Really? So if you had a time machine, you wouldn't go back?
No. I feel like that fuck, you know how they always say like for like meditation and stuff, mm-hmm. You know, you kill yourself or no, you make yourself depressed looking at the past all the time. Mm-hmm. And then you give it yourself anxiety when you look to the future, but you're just right when you stay in the present. Yeah. Like anytime I find myself daydreaming, okay, I'm going to give you an example when I'm blurb out their name.
Okay.
Like with earlier, I was thinking about like, what would I do if she ever came in my life? Because I'm always thinking that. And then I was like, Jessica, you're in your room, you're safe. And I kept on repeating that, and that made me feel better.
That's beautiful.
So why I always present myself with situations that possibly are never going to fucking happen. So why give myself anxiety over them?
You're right.
Yeah.
It's like how they say living in the past makes you depressed. Mm-hmm. In the future makes you anxious. Mm-hmm. Living in the present, it's like Goldilocks. It's just right.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, same with me. That's something I've been trying to practice lately. Like, if I have even just something random, like, oh, I have a doctor's appointment and I want to go. Like, it's 3 days from now, but usually I would worry about it for 3 days. But now it's like, I'll worry about it when I'm there. And definitely helps my anxiety.
I used to be really anxious, and it really helped mine too. Like, I hate crowds.
Mm-hmm.
I don't, for some reason, it really bothers me when there's too many people in one place. But
was it pandemic related, or was it before?
No, it was before. I think it's because I was so shy, and I don't care for when everything's not in order and neat. I think Asia would really work out for me, BT dubs. I mean, not Asia as a whole, but like probably Japan or Korea. But yeah, now I just let go. I go, it's out of control. You have to go through this to get to like from point A to point B.
Yeah.
So I just kind of cruise through it. I always wear headphones to like drown out thoughts too. I don't know if that's fucking normal, but yeah, I do that.
That's crazy to me because unnecessary noise makes me more anxious.
Like music?
Like, unless I specifically am like, I want to listen to music right now. Like, I can't, like how you're saying you put music on to drown out your thoughts. I can't do that.
Really?
Yeah, because I feel like my thoughts start screaming.
Oh my god. Okay. Well, my thoughts don't scream.
Oh, okay. Well, tomato. Isn't
that so weird? Like, I always think people feel the same way. For some reason, this is how self-involved I am. I always think people feel the same way as me and go through the same things as me. That I normalize like what I do for everyone. Or maybe it's me trying to understand other people.
Well, I think everybody does that, and there's a subreddit for that called Does Anybody Else?
Really?
Yeah.
I gotta go on that shit.
Like, does anybody else feel like it's super amazing how well the world functions given how stupid people are on average?
Oh my god, I think that every single fucking day.
See, you're not alone. Does anybody else like to rewatch the same TV shows over and over again? I don't.
But I do it with music. I'll listen to the same song like at least 100 times because I like it so much, and then I'll be over it.
I feel like I'm wasting time if I watch something I already watched.
Oh, I will watch The Office multiple times.
Does anybody else like to sniff newly cooked rice?
No.
Never sniffed rice, I can say that.
How do you make Mexican rice?
How do you make Mexican rice?
Yeah. It's not sticky.
Like the orange one?
Yeah. Well, on Guam, we have red rice, but it's like sticky rice.
Okay.
We use a choti.
Oh, I know that.
We use a
My
choti.
mom uses that for tamales.
Really?
Yeah.
We use it to make our sticky rice red.
Really? Mm-hmm. Well, how much? I mean, I don't know if everybody does like this, but my family just puts tomato sauce in it.
To make the Mexican rice? Do you call it Mexican rice?
No, it's just rice.
Oh, I see.
Or like orange rice.
Okay.
Red rice. Do French people call French fries?
No.
What do they call it?
I don't know. I don't speak French. But I know the people from the UK call it crisp.
That's true.
Weirdos.
What about French bread? Or French toast?
I think they call it baguettes, right? Because it is French toast. It's sometimes toasted. In the States, we call it Texas toast. Why Texas? I have no idea what's happening in Texas.
Everything's bigger in Texas. I think that's why.
Oh my God. Let me not get started on the like crosses in Texas. Like these are like the pyramids. They're fucking humongous. Okay, what were we going to talk about? The metaverse? Not the metaverse. The what? Multiverse?
Shifting realities.
My brother was just talking about this.
Really?
Earlier we were on FaceTime and he was telling me like, oh, do you ever remember like Pikachu had like a black thing on his tail? I was like, I don't fucking know. I don't think about Pikachu. He was like, yeah, when we were kids, Pikachu had a black thing on his tail. And I went, okay, so does that mean we're not the same people when you shift? And he's like, no, we're the same people, but everything around us is shifting. And I go, listen.
Like Mandela effect?
Yeah, kind of like that. So hold on, what are you talking about?
Well, let me tell you.
Thank you.
Well, I think all these things like Mandela effect, astral projection, lucid dreaming, glitches in the matrix, and reality shifting, I feel like they all like go hand in hand.
Mm-hmm.
So to believe that shifting is real, like it's like a verb, you shift into other realities, you have to believe that we live in a infinite multiverse, right? With infinite realities. So people on this subreddit believe that you can shift into any universe you want.
How?
They have methods. A lot of it is like...
oh, hold on. Is these the fucking Harry Potter people?
Yes.
Oh, fuck off.
So, I mean, I'm not shifting into Hogwarts, but... Well, I'm not shifting at all. But when I came across it, they definitely sucked me in. And basically, it's the concept that your consciousness is separate from your body.
Okay.
So what they're saying is that if you concentrate hard enough or meditate just the right way, you can leave your body.
Do you remember a long time ago when I told you I like had an out of body experience?
I don't remember this at all.
Well, thanks, Denise. So when I was at CSN one time, I was doing a group project. We were by the computers, and I was like in the middle of a sentence, and all of a sudden I stopped, right? And I felt like light, if that makes any sense. Or maybe like faint is a better word. And then all of a sudden I could see myself, like I was floating above myself, looking down, and I could see all my group mates. I was totally conscious, by the way. And then all of a sudden, I don't know what happened. I went back into my body. And the girl I was talking to, one of my...
so like you saw yourself?
Yeah, from above. Kind of like I left my body. And I'm like the girl I was talking to, my classmates, was like, are you okay? Kind of just like blanked out. And I was like, I think I'm okay. And then I felt fine afterwards. But that's always haunted me.
You ever tried to do it again on purpose?
No, I don't know what I could have done to... I mean, I don't know. I don't know what I did to make myself do that.
Well, maybe you should read the how-tos.
Would I want to, though?
I don't know.
I feel like once you start going down that road, it's like a road of unhappiness.
Why?
Because then I'm going to be like, oh, I could have done this differently. I could have done that differently. Maybe if I did this person would still be talking to me. And then I would just go down, it's like a rabbit hole. How about I just live in this universe? I'm cool. I work on myself on this plane of reality, and everything is chill.
You could live in Hogwarts, is what they're saying on here.
I would be an awful wizard. I'd be a fucking Death Eater.
What if you were like a squid?
That's even worse.
Okay, so according to them, this is the definition of shifting on the Shifting Reality subreddit. Shifting is the act of sending your consciousness to a different reality. You can go to any reality you want, whether it be 2D or 3D, from a movie, book, show, anime, or a past memory of your life. It can be a future version of you that you'd like to experience, an alternate version of your current reality where you have wings, or an alternate current reality where you live in a different country. It can even be a dream or a world you created entirely on your own in your own head.
See, this is where they I can go along with it until it goes, you could be in a book. Okay, these books are not real necessarily. Like Hogwarts, Harry Potter, the Harry Potter series is not a real thing in this reality. But all of a sudden, I could believe in the shifting of realities, different outcomes everywhere. But this Harry Potter mess, they're living in, I don't know, some weird world I created. No.
So do you believe in the multiverse?
Yeah. I'm sure there's different versions of me somewhere.
So you believe in the multiverse, but you don't think you can experience those other universes?
Like where Harry Potter's real?
No, just like if you're saying a multiverse is real, right? Like just in theory.
So there's a tall Jessica somewhere.
Yeah, there's a tall Jessica. There's a pop star Jessica.
Stop.
There's a fucking like evil gangster Jessica.
There's a straight Jessica.
Yep. So, if we're saying the multiverse is real and these other universes exist, but you're saying that you don't think anyone has the ability to jump into these other universes.
Well, it's like the great lyricist, vocalist Justin Bieber said, never say never.
Wow. Gotta snap to that.
Yeah, I don't want to say no, but am I looking to explore those options? Absolutely not.
What about lucid dreaming? Would you try it?
It's too hard.
So basically no effort is what you're telling me.
I already have to put in so much effort to this reality. Now I'm trying to get out of here. I've already established roots here. I'm trying to stay here. What is lucid dreaming? You just taking control of your dreams?
It's when you dream and you know you're dreaming. So you know you can basically do whatever you want.
I don't think my dreams are cool enough.
Yeah, me neither, but that's never happened to me. I'm in my dreams.
I'm just kind of going with the flow. Yeah. And anyways, that would be too much for me because, like, the last, 2 years, the dreams I can remember are of people that I don't speak to anymore. So confronting them in a dream would be, isn't that weird? Like, it's just basically me making a scenario in my dream, and I confront them in the dream. Can I ask you something? Because we're on the subject.
What?
And remember how I was telling, we had a twin flame episode. If you haven't listened to that, go listen to that. And the twin flame universe, if I can call it that, there's a thing called the 5D. So we live in the 3D, we live in the 4D. The next level is the 5D. It's where your subconscious meets up when you're dreaming, you and your twin flame. And that's where your spirit knows you're supposed to be together.
Wow.
So that's crazy. You know what I mean? So people are always making, I always take stuff I'm like, oh, that's such a cool concept. Is it real? I don't know. Probably not.
Well, see, I'm on the side of course, there's a major chance it's all BS. But like you said, the great Justin Bieber said, never say never. And, I read through tons of posts in the subreddit. They talk a lot about how, or they've mentioned it a few times, I've seen that humans only use 10% of their brain. And that, this may seem crazy to people, but what if you could tap into a bigger percentage of your brain? What would be possible? Let me ask you this. Do you believe your consciousness is separate from your body? Or do you think your consciousness goes with your body?
I think it's separate. It's like a soul. Anybody could occupy a body, but what soul is in there?
Well, that's kind of what they're saying in here. If you believe that your consciousness lives on after your body dies, where does it go?
You know what I always said after my brother died? I always said he's in another universe. Because that's what I really do believe. It's too, in the scheme of things, we're on this very small planet in the middle of this vast, vast universe. I think every day is a miracle. And I think it's hard for people to see that because they don't see the whole picture.
Yeah.
But I think there is something at play that is beyond us. Is that Jesus Christ? For some people. But for me, I think it's I always call it the universe. Because some things are just too on the nose to just be a coincidence.
I don't know. there's something funny going on. Like,
we're suspicious.
Yes.
Hella
like,
suspicious.
I'm on to you, like, universe creators. I don't know, but I don't know if we're living in a simulation, if it's a multiverse, if I'm just living in a memory. I don't know, but shit's getting weird around here. So if I can shift to another universe, I would.
Would you? Well, what universe would you go to?
According to Subreddit here,
oh god,
you can shift back and forth. It's not like you leave this reality and never come back.
So I could be tall Jessica and then small Jessica.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
That's what they say. They say, like, anything is possible in that time. You can manipulate time, how it, like, you know, like a year in another universe.
Is that just kind of like when people say when you're having fun, time flies by?
I don't know if that's it, but basically, maybe. They're saying, like, you know, a week in another universe could be like a day here, or a minute, or an hour, you know?
So I could shift into a universe where I'm and then not with.
Yes.
That'd be too fucked up.
Well, at least you see how it plays out.
Hopefully.
Like, something I never thought about. And, like, so this is kind of a thing on TikTok also. There's a lot of TikToks about people saying they shift, but it's mostly really young teens, right? But I came across a post the other day that did get me thinking, because I know we've talked about, like, having children or not having children, and in this reality, I don't ever want to be pregnant. Like, it terrifies me. But then I saw someone say that they shifted to a reality where they had kids. And I'm like, that'd be pretty dope to, like, those things that are scary for us, to be able to, like, go somewhere else and experience it. But how do you do it?
How do they do it? Can you explain that to me?
Okay, so they have different methods. A lot of them have to do with meditation.
So no drugs involved?
No drugs involved, no.
Are any drugs used to enhance?
No. No drugs. It's literally just, I don't know, some people keep saying, like, shifting is easy. If you're trying to shift, it's not going to work. You just have to let your conscience, like, leave your body.
Oh my god, Denise, you think that's what happened with me?
Maybe. Yeah.
Because I remember when I was looking up at myself, for a minute I just paused because I was confused, and then I was scared, and then that's when I went back into my body.
That's crazy. Well, they talk about something called mini shifts. It sounds like that. And I'm not saying this stuff is, like, real. I'm just
declaring the facts.
Yes, of what they say here. So I'm trying to find some of the methods they use so you can. I know one, I think, is called, like, I don't know if I'm making it up or if it's called a starfish. But basically, all of them have to do with, like, meditating, being in a really calm headspace. A lot of them listen to subliminals. Do you know what that is?
Sublime? I love the band Sublime.
Subliminals. I think they're, like, weird sounds that help you get into, like, a certain mindset.
That would just make me feel weird and kooky.
Some people do it, like, right before bed, so when they wake up, they're in another reality, or so they say. And they talk a lot about symptoms. I'll read you some of the symptoms. So basically they say, let's say you try it. You do your meditation, you find a method that you want to try. They say if you're getting close to shifting, you'll feel certain things, which are, one second. Okay, what are symptoms? Symptoms are bodily indicators that you're getting close to a successful shifting state. However, it's important to note that not everybody experiences symptoms, and symptoms are different for everyone. Okay, so what are shifting symptoms? You may not experience symptoms at all. Here's a list of common ones: tingling, numbness, floating, a rocking sensation, shortness of breath, increased heart rate, dry mouth, itchiness, twitching, jerking, muscles tensing, seeing flashing lights, drowsiness, buzzing sensation, hearing ringing in your ears, hearing voices, sudden hot or cold rushes, feeling your eyes open slightly or struggling to keep them closed, feeling longing, nostalgia, having dreams about other realities, feeling your surroundings change.
So basically
everything.
Breathing. Can I tell you something?
Yeah.
I always thought I had like a mild form of Tourette's.
Why?
Because every once in a while I'll get a shiver and then I'll like twitch, right? Mm-hmm. So maybe I'm shifting realities.
Maybe you are.
And I can't control it because it's like a cold shiver. I even have it during, am I dying? During summer.
So you twitch during summer? Is that what you're telling me?
No, I twitch all the time. Not all the time, but it's like a common occurrence. Common enough that I noticed it. Maybe like a couple times a week. Am I shifting? Doesn't feel like it.
Maybe you just have a tick.
Maybe I do have a tick.
I don't know. But that's shifting. And with Doctor Strange coming out in the multiverse.
Isn't it already out?
Yeah, I haven't seen it though. I thought I was done with superhero movies, but now that I'm a shifter.
Bitch, you have never shifted. Fuck off.
How do you know? Maybe I shifted from another reality to be here with you right now, okay?
Have I been a bitch in all these realities?
Yes.
I hope you shift into one where we're not friends.
Oh my
I'm just joking. I wonder what it would be like. You're my only friend. What if I shift into one where I have tons of friends? We're taking this podcast on the road.
You're gonna shift.
Can we shift into the same one? Can I ask that?
Yes. People talk about group shifting.
So this is a 2-player game.
It's a multiplayer. So basically they do this thing called scripting where they write everything they are going, like the reality they're going to. Mm-hmm. Like, I'm going to Scotland in the year 1999 and blah, 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 blah. And then if your friends also script the same thing, theoretically, you shift to the same place. Theoretically. So, I'll report back to you.
I feel like this like shifting is kind of like when it was really big to cut your wrist. Remember when everybody was cutting when we were in like high school and middle school?
Yes.
But they've like matured, they have better mental health, so now they're shifting realities. Everybody's shifting.
I mean, the worst that can happen is that you take a nap instead of shifting, so it definitely seems a little.
Have you ever meditated and then taken a nap on accident?
No. I've been close, but basically I figured out I just can't lay down during meditation, or I will fall asleep.
I always lay down because I do the thing. I like a guided meditation. Right? There's a really good free app. I forget what it's called. It's like
Calm.
Yeah. Oh, is it Calm? It's one from Australia. I forget what it's called. And it has a nice Australian accent, and it's free. I think it's like a public health thing over there, and they guide you through. It's like feel your body. From the tip of your head, or from the tip of your fingers to the tip of your toes. And I'm like, oh fuck, I never feel my body like this. Sorry. Excuse me. And then we just ate a lot. And then I just like kind of do the deep breathing. And at some point I just fall the fuck to sleep.
Do you get like bomb ass sleep?
Oh yeah. Good. Big time. Or I like to go on YouTube and listen to stories, like adult stories to fall asleep to. Like I've listened to Aladdin like 10 times. Is it fucked up when I went to Disney World, this lady complimented my brother? Let me just preface this by saying, I am light complected, my brother is dark complected. And this lady was like, wow, you'd make a great Aladdin. Or is that a compliment? I think it's a compliment.
I would take, yeah. I mean,
what do you think? Oh no, keep on going. I was gonna say, what do you think about when Dave Chappelle got attacked on stage, and then he went, it was a transgender. Is that what he said? Right?
I don't know. I heard he got attacked, but I have not. This is news to me.
Because all the transgender community like was hating on him because of his special.
Yeah.
But I think it's because we're older. Or let me just talk for me, not for Denise. I think it's because I'm older. I came from the generation where it was like everybody was fucked up to everybody all the time. So when he said that, I just thought it was like a funny joke.
That's why we're all in therapy now.
And he didn't mean it offensively.
Oh my goodness.
This third one, it's 43 minutes. Our first part of our podcast was 20 minutes. These podcasts are too fucking long.
Tell me to shut the fuck up.
No, I think we should keep on going.
Okay. Well, how about you tell me yours?
My what? Oh, so my favorite thread on Reddit is... Oh, whoopsie, lost it. Hold on, cut.
Well...
Fuck, I was too busy fucking Googling.
Well, while you Google, I will say that, so they say you can shift into any universe. Marvel, Harry Potter, Star Wars. You can shift to a universe where maybe a loved one that isn't here anymore is in that other universe.
But isn't that fucked up? Like, how am I ever... I'll never get over my brother being dead, but it's kind of like picking at a wound. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Well, I mean, I don't know. Maybe to some people it's comforting if we're accepting that this could be possible. But the thing I love the most about shifting is that people say that, let's say you get sick, you get the big C, or you see it coming where it's like, I'm 89 years old, I'm not going to be here longer. They're saying you can trick death by just shifting to another universe when you're about to die.
How do you feel about immortality?
Immortality?
Mm-hmm.
I wouldn't want it. Actually, if someone offered me something and was like, hey, here, you'll never die, I think my morbid curiosity would get the better of me and I would do it.
Fuck off.
Because death is scary. Like, who wants to die, you know?
I think it's a Western thing where people make out death to be scary. Death is like, it's like, I mean, not to glamorize it, you know, but it's kind of like all those worries, all those anxieties, like life can be hard. So it's like the universe giving you peace. And who's to say what happens after death?
Well, I think that's the scary part, the unknown.
So you'd rather be a vampire for the rest of your life?
Vampires are hot.
Fuck off.
Come on, I come from the Twilight era. You can't do that to me.
I got into the Twilight late. Anyways, my favorite thread on Reddit is called, it starts off as who's the dumbest person you've ever met. This is how I started to get really, really into Reddit. And so somebody named Noah the Red starts talking about this boy named Kevin that he used to teach and how dumb Kevin was. Like, here's some examples. He said, Kevin frequently forgot where his class was. On more than one occasion, I had to retrieve him from other classrooms. And then Kevin ate an entire 24-pack of crayons, puked, and then did it again the next day. This is 9th grade. I had no idea where he got crayons. Kevin's dad wrote tuition checks and mailed them to me, his English teacher. This was a public school. When I gave it back to Kevin, voided, to give to his dad with a brief note explaining that this is a public school, Kevin got in trouble for trying to spend it at a 7-Eleven after school. Kevin stole my phone during class. I called it. It rang. He denied it was ringing. Not that it wasn't his. Not that he did it. No, he denied that the phone was actually ringing.
Oh my God.
He tried it 3 times before the end of the year. Okay.
But wait. Is Kevin neurotypical?
I don't know.
I don't want to laugh at someone with special needs. I need more info on Kevin.
Kevin called the basketball coach a motherfucking bitch during gym. Basketball tryouts were that afternoon. Kevin tried out. It didn't go well.
No, did not. Is this a real person?
I don't know. This is the funniest shit I ever...
Keep going. You got more?
Kevin's mom could never remember which school he went to. She missed several meetings because she drove to other schools, none of which he ever went to. Kevin says the N-word a lot. He was white. The high school is 84% black. Kevin got beat up a lot.
Aww.
Kevin stole another student's iPhone and tried to sell it back to them.
Oh my God. Oh wait, his parents are dumb too?
Yeah.
I feel like we need a wellness check on Kevin.
Kevin spit on a girl and said, "You should get out of those wet clothes." The girl was a Spanish student teacher.
What?
Kevin didn't know cats and dogs were different animals.
Oh my god.
Kevin tried to download porn onto a computer in the library at the circulation desk while he was logged on.
Oh, Kevin.
Oh my god, here. Kevin had several allergies, but neither his parents nor he could remember what they were. They were very concerned that the holiday party, it was high school, we don't have those, would have peanuts. When they finally got a doctor's note, he was allergic to amoxicillin.
It's a type of penicillin. I mean, a type
So
of
antibiotic. He wasn't fucking allergic to peanuts.
Oh my god.
Kevin and his parents took a trip to Nassau. How the fuck did they even get an airline ticket and forgot all their luggage at home? I didn't believe him until he told me until I talked to his mom, who told me first thing when I saw her at the bi-weekly meeting. Kevin's grandfather apparently died in a chainsaw accident. I can only assume God was looking the other way that day.
Oh my god, this is not real.
Speaking on that, there was a person when we used to work at Kohl's that had crazy stories like these.
Really?
It was one of the I'm going to bleep out their name.
Okay.
Because she told me that her daughter married, okay, let's talk about this person. I'm not going to call her I'm going to call her Nora. So her name is Nora. She had her sister-in-law that worked at Kohl's with us, who's also named Nora. Okay? And the Nora I'm talking about married her husband's brother after her husband died. Like, for some reason, the brother, felt like he was obligated to marry her.
What?
Which is so old school. My Nana, my great-grandmother, her brother-in-law did the same thing. So that's like an old school thing, I think.
That's like some Game of Thrones shit.
Yeah. Anyways, so she marries him. And not my Nana, Nora. And Nora, her daughter, so her son-in-law married to her daughter, got into a fight with her brother-in-law husband and fucking shoots him in the head with what am I thinking of? It's the thing for nails, a nail gun. And he's alive. Isn't that insane? Like, Nora would have so many questions. Yeah, I think so. Nora had so many stories like this. Like, she also had a ton of fucking dogs that she was selling.
Oh, yeah.
Monica bought one. I'm not going to bleep Monica's name. Monica, I hope you find this podcast. But
I remember. That's Pepper.
Yeah, that's Pepper. And so she had shit ton. It can't be legal for her to have all those fucking dogs, BT dubs.
I think you're legally allowed to have 3 dogs.
She had way more than that. She had a fucking house full of dogs. Anyways, that shit cray.
On that note.
Mm-hmm. What's your favorite thread?
I don't know. I couldn't find my favorite thread. It was one I read a long time ago.
About what? Describe
I might
it.
have been under the influence of something, but it was about someone who was freaked out because their cat was teleporting.
Shut the fuck up. How do you find this stuff?
In Glitch in the Matrix, everyone talks about cats teleporting, but this was a very specific thread. It had so much detail, and this person was freaking out and saying that they were scared of their cat now. But let me tell you, cats are something else, so I wouldn't put it past them.
That's crazy. Do you believe any of this stuff?
That cats can teleport?
I want to believe. That's the thing with me. I want to believe stuff like this is real.
Mm-hmm.
But then there's something inside of me. I think it's my parents' voice, my dad's voice that goes, be realistic.
Well, listen, we live on a tiny rock.
Spinning.
We're tiny ants on a tiny rock spinning in an infinite, vast, dark universe.
Who do you think built the pyramids?
Who do I think built the pyramids?
All of them. There's more than one. Have you ever seen the ones in Mexico?
Like in real life?
Yeah.
No, I never been.
That's a treasure. Have you ever seen the TikTok? I see it via YouTube. Of the white lady running up the stairs of one of the ones in like
Are you allowed
in
to
Mexico.
do that?
No, you're not.
Oh my god!
And it was like
not enough when the white people came and conquered us. Like,
yeah. By the way, Spanish people are white. They're from Europe. I think a lot of people have a misconception of that because they think Spanish, brown.
Yeah.
They're white. They're fucking white. Anyways, so this white lady runs up the pyramid, right? And I think it was like a temple that was dedicated to like a snake god. And so then she goes fucking backwards, slithers down the temple.
On purpose? She slithered down the temple?
Well, she went backwards. Like, what is it called? That old school movie like where they go upside down? Yeah. It was insane.
Possessed?
That's what they were saying.
Oh my god, that is so... Like, I'm not gonna lie, pyramids creep me the fuck out.
Why do you think they're everywhere? They find them all the time.
Mexico, Peru, Egypt. Where else has pyramids?
The Amazon?
I don't know, but I know what you're getting at. Aliens built them.
Yeah.
Do you think aliens built the pyramids?
I believe in aliens. Do I think they built it? Who am I to say? I wasn't alive back then.
Well, you could shift
the
universe.
Fuck off. Oh, the shifting.
Watch the pyramids get built.
Okay. Let's try to, like, no shit. Let's try to shift realities next time, by the time we see each other next time. And that'll be our grand finale to our season 1 podcast.
Right. It's a deal.
Are you gonna really try?
Yeah.
Fuck off.
I'm just gonna shift to a reality where I'm 5'4" instead of 5'2".
I'm gonna shift to a reality. I don't want to like scare myself if I'm tall. I like being small. It took me a long time. I
can't imagine being tall. Like,
it's so cramped. I love being tiny. Like we went to like it was Teacher Appreciation Week, so they made the room where we're supposed to have meetings into like a movie theater. There was snacks and stuff, and we were in there. My grade level and me, they were talking about like the teacher that's going to be in 2nd grade next year, and they were like, "Oh, look at her! She looks so young." The parents are going to ask like, "Oh, how old are you? Can you be teaching our kids?" And I was like looking at them, and I was like, "Bitch, they don't ask me that, and I'm 4'11". They have never questioned me. But then again, I think I might give off an aura of like, don't fuck with me, don't come talk to me.
You do.
Thank you. Like a standoffish aura, but I'm not that mean.
You're like
cold.
Like a really cute chihuahua, but when you get closer and try to pet it, it's the devil.
Aww. I feel like I come off very cold. I'm not a warm person. I think you also come off kind of cold.
I do, because I'm shy and I don't really like it's hard for me to be friendly to strangers.
Really?
Yeah.
I'm like really nice to strangers
like,
most of the time.
Growing up, in high school especially, my one other friend, she always had people coming up to her and being like, "Your friend Denise looks like a bitch." She was so conceited. But it's not that. I'm just shy. Like, I don't talk to you. Not because I think I'm better than you. I don't talk to you because I'm terrified to talk to people.
I was the same way for a really long time.
Not anymore?
I think as soon as I started working at Kohl's, we used to work at Kohl's, they used to make us, well, Denise didn't really ever work on the floor that much, right? Usually used to work in the mornings.
Yeah.
So they would watch me, seriously, ask like, "Oh, do you need any help?" You know what I mean? It's like customer service skills, basically. And so that kind of like broke like the ice at first. Mm-hmm. And then I started fucking having to work with kids. And that really like changed everything for me as far as my shyness, because kids are like, it's hard to even explain. You know what I mean? You have to take control, basically, is what I'm saying. And then don't get me started on their parents, because you have to take control with other adults and establish boundaries. Like, now these motherfuckers know, don't text me after school. I'm not going to fucking answer because I'm off of work.
I can talk to kids. Kids are easy.
But like, can you control 30 of them?
No.
I can't even do that.
I don't want to try to.
I can talk to kids. Kids are easy to talk to. And it's kind of crazy because I always forget. Sometimes it kind of blindsides me how much they don't know about life.
They're kids.
Exactly. But I've been an adult for so long. And at home, I'm not with kids. There's no kids except for my little nephew, and he can't fucking talk. There's no kids around me all the time. So sometimes it catches me off guard when they ask such innocent questions.
Yeah.
Like they don't know why people say bless you after you sneeze. And I have to explain that to them. And then in my head, I go, wow, you're really fucking dumb.
You're so rude.
Or they don't understand. They go, oh, what if I rip up my dollar? And I go, you can rip it up, but the government's going to find out and they're not going to be happy.
Oh my God, why would you do that?
Who, the kids? They shouldn't be ripping up dollars.
Why not? It's a free country.
It's against the law.
It is?
Yeah.
I never knew that.
The government owns the money.
But is it against the law, like the way opening someone else's mail is against the law?
No, that's worse.
What's worse?
Opening somebody else's mail. That's a federal crime.
But ripping money's not a federal crime?
It's a crime. I don't know what kind of crime it is, but it's definitely a crime.
Okay.
Because so technically, money doesn't represent, money is like gold, right? It represents the gold that we have in Fort Knox.
There's gold in Fort Knox?
Oh, Denise. Oh.
You have so much to teach me.
I have to teach you for your citizenship test. Okay.
Fuck off.
Anyways, there's gold in Fort Knox or other places as well. And the money represents how much gold you have that the U.S. government is keeping for you.
I never knew this.
You also know money's not made out of paper.
It's not?
It's made out of cotton. That's why you can put it in the washer and it won't disintegrate.
My mind is blown right now.
In Vietnam, it's actually made out of money, so you're really fucked. I'm sorry. I'm so dumb. It's made out of paper in Vietnam. Real paper.
It's like a plastic material.
Yeah. In the U.S., it's cotton. All money is made from cotton.
I feel like that's racist somehow, I'm going to say.
You have a lot of cotton.
Yes, we do.
Anyways, that's what I got.
Well, that's all I got too. We kind of went on a tangent there, but
Thank you so much for listening to this episode. If you want to find us anywhere, if you're curious about what we're doing, what we're up to, you can search up anything homies at cut. You can look at cut.
Homies in Retrograde.
Homies in Retrograde.
On all social media platforms.
On all social media platforms, but we don't necessarily post all that often.
Yeah.
We're working on it. Okay, bye guys.
Bye.